Hello and welcome to the Clever Fox YouTube channel. My name is Elise and I'm so excited to share today's video with you because we are going to be going over a brand new and very exciting Clever Fox product, and that is the Clever Fox Home Organization Notebook. This notebook has everything you need to not only organize your home, but do renovations, decluttering projects, cleaning, maintenance, through the entire year, but also broken down by every single season. Make sure that you watch this whole video so that you don't miss any of the amazing features of this notebook. And also make sure that you're subscribed to our channel and you have that notification bell turned on so that you don't miss any future videos. Let's take a look. Okay, so when you first open the home organization workbook, you'll have the name, phone, email, and reward page, and then a little bit of an introduction. Welcome to your home organization journey, and then how to use this workbook. Start small, follow the steps, track your progress, and stay consistent. I love this divider here. It's so pretty, like this painting and general home information. And this is a laminated tab, which is really nice because it's going to help it stay secure and not rip. And then we have general home information. So this is where you're going to put your property information. I think this is really helpful because I often, like more than I thought I would, need to know the square footage of my house and I never remember what it is. And so just that information, you could even put a photo here if you'd like to, emergency contacts, and then local contacts, the community center, homeowners association, building and zoning department, library, post office, and local animal shelter. Then we have service professional contacts. So this is great for plumber, electrician, and handyman, trash removal service, recycling service, and housekeeping, security company, lawn care company, septic company, pest control, and then other contacts. So really helpful so that anyone in your home has this information, or if you have a favorite person, you're not digging through a drawer for a business card or something, you just have them listed out here. Then we have your mortgage and taxes. So primary financing, secondary financing. Then we have tax records and assessed property value changes. This is also really helpful because my home has gotten assessed every year. I'm assuming all do. So it's really helpful. And then we have the mortgage tracker, date, payment, interest rate, and remaining balance. And you could add any notes down here. We have home insurance, the insurance provider information, policy information, coverage details, deductibles, claim process, and description of claims. And then products insurance logs. So if you bought a new dishwasher, maybe you have insurance on that. So room for 3 of these, 6 of them. And then we have an insurance service tracker, a home warranty, and product warranty log. So maybe this would also be like if you bought a new appliance for the warranty on that, and then warranty service tracker. Then we have how long you should keep important documents. This is really helpful because I don't think I've ever kept canceled checks for 7 years. So I think that's really important to remember. So a nice little overview here, and then how long you can add in your own here of things that are going to be relevant to your life. Like for me right now, military discharge papers are not relevant, or trust documents are not relevant. So you can list out your own. This is just like a reference point. Then we have utilities and services. So room for 12 here. And then a home maintenance log. So the last time you performed, what was something we did recently was we changed out the filters for our HVAC unit. So things like that for home maintenance. And then where is it? This is also very helpful. Where are the thermostats, the home security panel, sump pump, fire extinguishers, smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, water heater, HVAC units, electrical box, water meter and main shutoff, gas meter and main shutoff, sprinkler control, attic entrance, and then a few more. And then you have space down here to use as well. Any notes about them. Then we have a home maintenance checklist, what to do and when. Like I said, replace the HVAC filters, clean refrigerator coils, that's a good one. Inspect flooring, conduct a home inspection, and then you have every spring and fall and before winter. We do reverse our ceiling fans, not something I knew needed to be done. And then we have safety tips for extreme weather, extreme preparedness checklist. So really a lot in here that is going to help you get everything in your home safe, organized, mapped out, have reference points. Then we have home improvement projects. I love a home improvement project.
This section is your ultimate tool for planning upgrades, tracking projects, and bringing your renovation dreams to life. So we have goals, top goals, up to 5 key goals for home improvement, and breaking each one into actionable smaller steps, and then a mind map of how you're going to accomplish them. Then you have your improvement project planner. So the project name, start date, end date, goal, and budget, action steps, deadline, materials and resources, and cost. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have room dimensions for each of the rooms, and then a grid space to kind of sketch things out. Then you have a design mood board. So what is the room? What colors would you like to do? You could do some inspiration photos here and then notes, and you'll have 1, 2, 3. And then we have paint tracker, the room, surface, brand, color, code, finish, and quantity, and appliances, vendors and contractors. You could even use this if you don't need 8 vendors and contractors. You could use this to price compare different ones. So this is going to be really helpful for home improvement projects. Then we have room by room organization. This is probably the tab that I need the most of right now. So 1 room at a time with organization. Now there's a little bit of information about overcoming clutter, the why behind organizing, decluttering tips, and organizing tips, because decluttering and organizing are not the same thing. This is actually 2 of these are some of my favorite things. Use the 4-box method, sort items into 4 categories, keep, donate, sell, and discard. Set time limits, dedicate 15 to 30 minutes. That setting a timer is really, really helpful for me. Then we have some helpful tools, 50 things to get rid of right away. Scratch DVDs, old magazines, old pillows, takeaway menus. Agreed. I feel like when I was growing up, we had all these takeaway or takeout menus in a drawer or like on a magnet on the fridge. And now every restaurant has like an online website. So it's one thing that we don't really need anymore. Chargers without a matching device. Expired licenses. I still have my expired license and my new license in my wallet. Like, why do I still have my expired license? So things like that. Then we have where to donate. I donate things to the Habitat Restore. But there's so many places to donate in your local area. And then bedrooms. So what purpose does this room serve? Who uses it? What are the top priorities? Step 1 is declutter, then clean all surfaces and storage systems, gather items to toss or donate. Step 2 is to organize, give everything a home. And then you can have space down here for listing out other things and milestone complete. So for example, one of the things in the bedroom that I don't see in here, but I would use this space for, just to give you an idea, is figuring out how we're going to organize our seasonal clothes. Because when I first bought this home and moved in, I had enough room with 2 dressers and a walk-in closet for every piece of clothing that I own. And then when my fiance moved in, of course, that's not really double the clothes because he doesn't have nearly as many as I do, but enough that I couldn't fit all of my stuff anymore, and we had to start switching out our seasonal items. So information about that could go here. Then we have a closet. So that's kind of similar with the bedroom, but we also have other closets in the house. We have a lot of closets that aren't necessarily in the bedroom. Then we have entryway and mudroom. This is great for us because we do have a foyer that also has a closet. Bathrooms, very helpful. Bathroom organization is also on my list. Laundry room. We don't have a laundry room. However, we do have a laundry closet. So this is something that I could use. And then a laundry simple guide. Bathroom and laundry almost out of list. This is really helpful because I don't always remember when I buy something like in bulk, and I don't know when I'm running low or when I have too much. So keeping track of it is really helpful here. Then we have kitchen and dining room. Kitchen is definitely an area that you need to organize, and some more space here. And then we have products that should always be at home. So we should always have laundry detergent at home. We should always have batteries at home. And then the almost out of list, and you can check it off when you've replenished it. Then we have living room, home office. This is great for me. Kids rooms. We don't have kids yet, but that's okay. I think that sometimes these planners have everything and you pick and choose what's going to be appropriate for you. You could also replace this with another type of room if you wanted to. garage and basement, also helpful. And then a cleaning schedule that works. That's something that I'm really trying to incorporate now. And this is going to be so helpful for it. So things to do every day, once a week, once a month, and once a season. So like once a month is wash door handles. Once a week, clean bathrooms thoroughly. Every day, make the bed. And then we have the routines. So this is great. Daily home routines, morning, afternoon, evening. So a morning routine for me would be clearing off the dish drying rack from anything I put in the night before. An afternoon routine, because I work from home, is usually like taking something out, like maybe defrosting for dinner. An evening routine would be refilling the coffee maker, making sure it has coffee grinds, water, all of that kind of stuff. Then you have the weekly routines. So what I'm trying to set up right now is a weekly routine where every day a different room in the house is assigned. So on Monday, or I know on Fridays is going to be cleaning the kitchen, but that's usually a twice a week. So like Tuesday and Friday could be listing out everything for the kitchen. Maybe Monday's bathrooms. Maybe Wednesday is clearing out our foyer. Then we have the monthly routines and the corresponding task and seasonal routines. And then as we talk about seasonal routines, we jump into the winter season. So winter season all organization. Winter is all about keeping your home warm, secure, and cozy. We have a winter maintenance checklist and a winter cleaning checklist. There's something great about, I feel like everyone always talks about spring cleaning, but there's something great about winter cleaning because that's where I'm going to be spending so much time at home. And you want it to be such a clean, safe, organized, cozy place to hunker down and hibernate. So then you have the month, which is great because you can start this as winter begins and you can do this month's goals and a to-do list. So there will be 1, 2, 3 of these, and then a winter budget. So this could be for picking up things that you don't have that you'll need for the winter, or replenishing, or any projects that you want to accomplish in the winter. And then dot grid space for whatever you'd like. Then we have the spring season. As the snow melts and flowers begin to bloom, spring is the time to open your windows literally and figuratively. And this is the big spring cleaning checklist. And then you'll have your 3 months, and then the budget and the dot grid space. Then we have summer season. I want to pause and say that one of the things I love the most about this is it's not just a home organization notebook where everything in the home is supposed to be organized. It really breaks it down by different rooms and different seasons. And I find that the more we break down projects, the easier it is to take them in little bite-sized pieces and not get super overwhelmed. Now we have summer is the season of sunshine, relaxation, and outdoor living. Use this time to focus on lighter cleaning tasks, outdoor maintenance, and organizing spaces for summer activities. So you have the summer cleaning checklist and summer maintenance checklist, 3 months, your budget, and your dot grid pages, and then fall season. As leaves turn and temperatures drop, fall is the perfect time to prepare your home for cozy evenings and holiday gatherings. So you have the fall maintenance checklist and fall cleaning checklist. This does come with 3 bookmark ribbons, so you could put one on the season that you're in, one on a home project, and maybe one on a certain room in the house that you're decluttering. So with fall, you'll have your 3 months, then the budget, and then the dot grid pages. Now, at the end of this, you're going to have several more dot grid pages to include anything else that may be helpful for you that wasn't already included here. In the back, there's a pocket folder. This is going to come with some stickers just to make things a little bit more fun. And I like these stickers. They're like kind of a rainbow, but a little bit more of a pastel. But you could also use this pocket folder for receipts. You could use it for paint swatches, like the cardboard things that you get at the paint store, or, any other documents that you'd want to pop into here. And there is also a band and a pen loop. So the band to keep the notebook closed and keep everything in the pocket secure, and the pen loop to add in your favorite pen. So I'm really excited about this project because there's a lot in the house that we want to do. And I think that this is going to be the perfect system to help us get there, and not just get there for right now, but get there for the future, because probably in a year or so, our aim is to move, and this will help us get the home ready for that. So I'm really excited about this product, and I think that you will be as well. You can pick this up at cleverfoxplanner.com. This is the home organization workbook, and it comes in several different colors. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments what you like about this. We're really excited to hear. And if you're not already subscribed to our channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you see future videos. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you soon.